turn on the torch, light up the flames. Time to melt some glass, my friends. There you are, here I am to explain, to teach, and create again. Hi guys. I've been sitting here and also making a few things. I've been really getting into the Christmas spirit. Ho ho ho. Christmas ornaments mainly. I've got, I'll show you a couple of them real quick. There is the conch shell. Here is the seahorse. And you've seen me do a demo on the seahorse thing. It's looking good. I also did a almost like a roadkill frog. It's hollow, but it's sort of flattened a little bit. But that's another Christmas ornament I did. And also the sea turtle, which is what I'm going to be doing today. And it's good. The one I'm going to do is probably going to be a little smaller than this. And the same idea, a sea turtle Christmas ornament. And with that, in fact, I gotta just start the machine and get it going. Thanks for being there, guys. My subscriber list is getting up there. It's finally close to 900. Well, I say that. It's closer to 900 than 800. It's 860 something subscribers, and I do appreciate you guys being there. And tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell a woman, telegraph, whatever you have to do. I would love to be. I know it's going to be almost a miracle and a half, but by Christmas I'd love to be over 1,000 subscribers. But whenever it happens, it's supposed to happen, is the way I look at it. With that, let's go ahead and start this. Just some 10 mil rod is going to be my basic blank for this. And I'm going to also use a nice heavy-duty graphite push here. And I'm going to be putting it inside this to sort of spread out the... you'll see what I'm going to do in just a second. The best thing to do is take it one step at a time, okay? I'm going to kick it up a notch here. Get some glass melted with this torch. I'm really excited about having this new high-def camera. I think you guys can see a lot more what's going on in the flame, and also what I'm doing with my hands a little bit. You know, even though I'm doing the same basic strokes and stuff, but to have it to where you can see almost like you're doing it yourself, that's what I like about my eye perspective there. Anyway, today is the 14th of December 2017. I rarely tell you the date. Life's been going pretty good, and I'm very shortly thinking about upgrading my torch and things, and I'm not sure where I'm going to go with that. I'm looking at all the torch possibilities, and you saw what I just did. I just pressed it inside the marble mold, and it didn't quite do what I wanted it to do. There's a little bit of a blob left over, so there it goes. Pressed it in. Now what I do from here is I take some tweezers, but this time I have a pair of pliers handy. Tweezers are round, but these are just in sight, so now I go around the outside edge of this to give it the rippled effect of the shell. And basically I heat and press and press. Matter of fact, I think I do like the tweezers better, just because I can. Okay, just the outside edge, and that makes the outer shell to the turtle quite nicely. That little thicker part that I wanted to try to press out and didn't quite get there, but this does the job. Now I'm going to heat and stretch it slightly. There we go. Now, I usually, and as you can see on this one, let me just take it out again. Of course, it's in the bottom and the back underneath. You can see that there's a corkscrew swirl pattern, or swirl pattern going on in the shell itself. That, of course, here's a darker one. Here we go. So that you can see it a little better. And that's what I'm going to do next. Okay? You know, I might like... Now, it might help to have had... Actually, I do have a stringer. This is dark blue. Turbo cobalt is what they call it. And having a stringer helps to ready ahead of time. Then all you have to do is just draw it on there. And you're heating up mainly the stringer, not the glass that you're putting it to. Of course, you are keeping it warm. Don't get me wrong there. But you're mainly melting and using it like a pencil and drawing on paper to make the shell work, or the swirl pattern work. You're just drawing it on there, just like you would pencil on a paper. Now, next, trying to find a good color. Here we go. A little bit different, but doable. I usually start on the front right fin, go to the left front fin, and then the back left. In other words, I go from start in one spot and go all the way around the body itself. Doing each fin individually, of course, with my fold and pull method. And you can call it whatever you like, but I call it fold and pull because and I know that's backwards, but that has to do with my dyslexia probably, because you pull it out, fold it over, pull it out, fold it over. But the fold sounds better first. I don't know why. To me it does anyway. So I call it fold and pull. There's two. Yeah, looking good. Now the head, I just make sure it's a nice good seal. You take that extra couple of seconds to melt the two pieces of glass together, and you will have a better product in the long run. Okay. Here we go. Let that round in, and I'll probably use the turbo cobalt for the eyes. It's fun doing eyes. Again, you got to make sure they're on the opposite sides of the head. Works out well. And I'll go ahead and put the bail on this thing. I have some 5mm rod just sitting here, so I'll go ahead and use that for the bail. I actually use whatever rod's in my hand at the time sometimes, just to get the job done. There we go. Let it melt in. Take a graphite reamer and round it out a little better. Looking good, looking good. Now, in the past, I've always put a cold weld here and then worked on the back half. But I've been using lately a set of grippers. And you can pick them up at most of your glass supply places for about $19, $20. So it just sort of, and what I'm doing now is I'm warming up the back end from where it's been sort of cool. And now, what is it? You get hot glass in your hand, you get an itch on the end of your nose. Never fails. So it's like, gotta stop, gotta do it. Sometimes you can ignore it, but sometimes it gets to the point where it's like, you gotta know it. Can't help myself. Anyway, stretch it out a little bit. And this is going to be about where the tail is going to be in the back side of this thing. You can probably fix a couple of the crimps in the back here where the glass rod was in place. There we go. Now I'll go ahead and add the back fins, just like I did the front, but these are going to be in a little bit different direction because they're the back. Fold over, pull out, fold over, and you'll get the hang of that as adding to, and it really does come in handy to make ears, to make fins, to make a lot of things. And if you want to make a flat disc, it helps you to get to about where you want, and then you can flatten it a little bit more if you wanted to. Fold out. Almost there. And there we go. Now heat up and add to the tail. And there we go. One sea turtle Christmas ornament. That's the coolest thing about it, is I can put it right straight in the oven and it's good to go. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, carpe vitro, and enjoy your day.